Yes, my name's Lenny Bruno, and I've been in law enforcement for over 19 years now, and it's been really quite a ride. As you know, most cops, as we hire out in the beginning, we have to go through post, we have to be in shape, so we're all rough and tough, we're slim and trim, and we're feeling really good. A little bit about myself is, back in the 70s, late 70s, I guess most of you might not remember this, some of you might, depending on how old you are, but that's when aerobics was introduced into the world. And I was involved with a gym back then, and we went out and did the aerobics in the local mall here called the Cottonwood Mall. And so I'm out there in my little tights. I don't know if you've seen that ad on TV about, you know, rah, rah, rah for watching your kids. Well, that's kind of what we did, you know, to try and get in shape. Then as I got older and I got married and I had kids and everything, you know, your life changes. Your being in fit as becoming a cop kind of goes out the window when you go out and eat all the time, and you're not eating properly. You're eating one time a day, maybe 2 times a day, and it doesn't work. So I've tried it all. I've tried the Weight Watcher stuff, the Nutrisystem stuff, the pills, the diets, the eating just protein, eating every different way possible, and it didn't work. I lost the weight, a little bit of weight for a while, and then it came right back. So what I ended up doing was, a friend of mine decided, well, I don't want to see you die. So he gave me a 2-day membership to a gym, and I went and joined this gym. And I went to this gym and I worked out, and in 6 months or 7 months period of time, I was able to get down, and I lost about 30 pounds in 7 months. And this was because I had to work with a trainer. And this trainer gives me this diet to eat. And of course, when you work out with a trainer, here's their diet. You know, eat a little bit in the breakfast. We want you to eat 6 times a day like normal, but eat a little bit of breakfast, and you eat celery for your break. Then you eat a salad for lunch, then you eat celery for another snack. And then you eat your dinner, and then you go to bed. Well, I'm telling you what, I got sick of celery. And the problem with all these things that I've tried in the past is they weren't sustainable. I wasn't able to continue them for a long period of time. Well, as you can see from my pictures, Team THF came to our office. Our agency decided to give us some kind of a training where we actually were able to walk out of there and actually follow up with somebody if we wanted to, and actually gain something from our training instead of the same thing over and over. And while they were there, I was sitting and listening to them, and of course, knowing Jason for my entire career, he was a kind of a pain. He's picking on me in the audience, of course, you know, and challenging me, and I'm looking and listening to what they're saying. You know, and I learned something early in my life, and it's always been treated me very well by doing this. And it's not, when somebody's talking about something that's really a good thing or a good deal, I don't usually look at it and say, what does it cost? I look at it and say, what is it worth? What is it worth to me? What is it worth to people that I know? Will it work? Well, last June, I got back from, I was getting ready to go on vacation, and I went and saw my doctor. I had a physical. And in this physical, you know, your doctor, he comes out and he tells you all the good news. Well, Lenny, you're overweight. Well, of course, I know I'm overweight. You can see I'm overweight. My belly shows I'm overweight. He says, and of course, do you have high blood pressure? I said, well, we've been treating that for a while, so yeah. He says, and your cholesterol is at 203. He wants you to get down below 200. And I says, okay, I think I can do that, you know. He says, and by the way, you've got pre-adult onset diabetes happening. So I want you to meet with my nurse that's in charge of this, and she'll help you out. So I spent an hour with this nurse, and this nurse is telling me, you are now a diabetic. There's nothing you can do. You need to learn to eat better. You've got to go get medic alert bracelets and tattoo it on your forehead that you're a diabetic. And I'm looking at her and I'm going, I don't think so. I've got better things to do in my life, and if I lose this weight, I think that I can kick all this stuff. So like I said, I'm listening to Jason and Team THF talk about this program, and it was making sense to me. So I come in for my free evaluation. And of course, Jason, being the friend and the nice person that he really is, he gave me my free assessment, and he basically told me I'm fat. He says, you're out of shape and you're fat. And I says, well, I know that. I says, isn't that what all cops end up being towards the end of their career? And he says, yeah, but we're going to change that. And I thought, all right, we'll change that. He says, so what would your goal want to be? And I says, I'd like to get back down to my high school weight. And he says, what was that? And I says, about 189. He says, well, we'll give it a try, but I don't think you're going to do it in 12 weeks. So there we go again, another challenge. That's all he did was challenge me. So I listened to what Jason had to say. He set me up with my food plan, and we set up a plan for me to work out in the gym. And in 12 weeks, I ended up losing 35 pounds. I lost 7 inches around that big belly that you see up there. I now fit in my high school clothes. I am the weight that I was in high school. I'm 58 years old. That's 40 years ago, people. It makes a big difference. I sleep well. I have energy like you can't believe. I went back and saw my doctor. He took my blood pressure. It was normal. He checked my blood sugars. They're back to normal. My cholesterol went from 203 down to 144. He could not imagine what happened. So anyway, I'm going to tell you, Team THF has a program here that I have not seen, and I've told you before, I've tried a lot of different programs. I've been involved in and out of the fitness industry trying to make myself fit all my life, and nothing has ever been able to stick with me. I graduated from this program in December, just before Christmas. What comes out at Christmas? All the good cookies. I'm Italian. I know my Greek friends, and if any of you know any of us, we have cookies that just put weight on you like you can't believe. So I was able to, I even ate those at Christmas time. And I go out and I have a normal dinner now, and of course I've learned how to eat a little more consciously than I used to. I don't eat a lot of the junk food. I eat my regular meals every day, my 6 meals, and I enjoy them. And I have not gained a pound since then. And this is very sustainable, very easy to do. And if anybody wants the answer to weight loss, it's Team THF. It's the answer to getting fit. They can take you from being fat to being thin. They can tone you up. They can even work you all the way up to show quality if that's what you'd like to do. So anyway, thank you, Jason.